can't convince me this is not one of the best CTAs we've done. I'm like this. Bro. This guy is telling us, he's giving us a behind the scenes to the songs that shaped a nation, to the songs of a generation, to the songs that are still played now. When any DJ plays a Kenyan mix now, they played Baby Don't Go, they play Githurai, they played some of the songs that you're about to talk about. Before we even go to the next song, at this time, nani yako kwa hiyo studio?
Wow.
Or who have you met?
At this time, obviously I've met Googs and Vinnie Banton, I've met Kunguru, I've met guys like Big Pin.
Allah?
I've not yet met Isa.
Bro, nanimaliza. Comes rolling.
I've not yet met Munski.
Nameless.
Nameless. Yes, and I've not even met Red Sun. Yeah.
And those guys working a chameleon, they've left.
You know those guys, like you'd hardly see them because they come in and go.
Okay, they come, they record their bangers,
and then
wanarudi
UG.
Okay.
So, but I met Bebe Cool after we did Githurai. I met Bebe Cool because he came and he organized a gig in Kampala.
What? For
the Ogopa camp. In fact, that was my first time to board a plane. Ndio jua yani, that when I say yani, this was like the doors had been opened. It was like a transformation for me. It was yani, things are just blowing out. Yani,
but that's a bit later because ata Isa alienda kwa hiyo kitu. Nameless.
Yes.
So this is after now you've met them.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so but I had already met him because he used to come and sometimes spend 2-3 days there at Lucas's place. Yeah.
Wakiunda ngoma.
Wakiunda ngoma. Baby Cole really used to come there a lot. Anyway.
So you felt the specialness of Lucas?
Yes.
And it was clear because you had been to other studios?
Yeah. I'd been to many studios. Very many studios.
So here you knew...
But Apa, there was something different. Obviously, there was something different.
At this time, could you feel that you guys are changing the industry?
Not really. You know, things are just happening. So you don't know yet what is going to happen next. You can feel it. There's that feeling of greatness is coming. But you're not sure what will happen.
Okay.
Yeah. So...
after the video came out, now people are recognizing you. So now unakuwa famous.
Yes.
Sina wasanii with Kenya.
With Kenyans. And
kwa huko umo ulikuwa superstar.
Maze, all of a sudden now guys get to know that there's this guy called Mr. Lenny and he lives in Inako. Moja.
Si
Githurai, bro. Hey, Inako. Yeah. You know, I mean, this is a simple hood, aina mambo mengi nini. But they're guys, you know, my pals, my friends. You know me, I was like I said, I'm an introvert.
Yes.
So me and my bro, we are like two different people. My bro is a very outgoing person.
Extrovert things.
He's the true extrovert. He likes going out. He's a celebrity on his own. Like, akitoka nje, atajuana na kila mtu, you know. But mimi, ni wala wasamini, nimeingia kwa hao, nimechill, sitokagi sana. Nikitoka shughuli zangu naingia kwa house straight. Siendagi hata kwa base kagi. You know, so not many people knew about me. Unaona? So, but all of a sudden, kuna kagae wanaonganga kakipita mtaa once in a while. Kumbe that kagae is the guy wanasikizanga kwa radio. So it was interesting, and then guys were so happy, man. Like tumetoa msee bana. Kwa mtaa yani tumetoa, you know, guys were so supportive. My friends, the ones I knew in Inako, guys were so supportive. They would even vote for the songs.
Nice.
Yeah, and guys were like, hey maze, hey Lenny maze, hey Lenny, hey maze, umefanya mambo yani, you know. So it was an exciting time, a really, really exciting time for me. And
working in terms of studio,
yes.
Working at Tattoo are not there.
They were there. So
even you saw them?
Yes, I'd met them actually. Yeah, I'd met them And I even remember Rabo at some point was asking if we can work, we do something.
Angie.
Ndamboki, yes, because that's about the time they were like forming the group.
Angie, nimekutumia my SMSs mob. Na mi sita stop. Mimi yule mzee sita stop.
Angie come through.
Yeah, I really think she.
Yes.
Shinde came to CTA. But she gave an amazing story.
Yes.
But I want to hear the other perspective.
Yes,
of
it's
that
good
too.
to hear it from Rabo also because.
And also the Prisk world, the MCSK world.
Yes.
She's
actually, yeah. That's another whole story altogether.
Okay.
Uko ni kuingine bwana.
So you're seeing all these guys. Kila mtu akona ka hit single.
Yes.
Kunguru
now.
Happy.
Yeah, he's happy. He's elevated, and he's still in campus.
What?
Yes, he was still in, I think, Kabete campus. In fact, at some point, ni kama alikuwa amechukua break, and then wale pia alikuwa kwa hizi ma students, what? Yeah. So, but now he's really getting to the music thingy. Like, it's really getting, like he's getting into it kabisa. So, now we started getting shows, one shows here and there. At that time, I don't even have a phone, by the way. So I had to look for a phone. Those days, phones ndio ilikuwa zimetoka tu hizi ma mobile phones. I think I had my first phone was an Alcatel. A grey one, very nice one. Ilikuwa na aerial hivi. I used to love that phone.
So when you say you're getting shows, how are you getting shows via Kunguru?
Now, initially it was, like guys used to call him and they wanted him to perform. But at some point, they started calling him and telling him, Kuja na Lenny. Yes, because unfortunately, Kunguru sometimes pia alikuwa na ban. Alikuwa anaenda huko mazee anapiga. I don't know what Kunguru used to do, but he would just go like 5 minutes before he gets so drunk. Yeah, and mazee anaharibu show. And by the way, I think I forgot to mention that when we did African Woman, there was 2 other artists in the song. There was Jerry Joe and there was another guy called Tony who featured in that song. So he used to go, mostly he would go with these guys to perform.
I get it.
But alikuwa ananiacha.
Because kwa nini una split your door?
Split 4 ways. But sasa sijui lini walikuwa kifanyanga. They used to mess up, unfortunately. So, but for me, it was actually like now, it's like they were opening doors for me. Because now...
And let's be honest.
Yes.
Unfortunately, Uli come so hard in those songs with the chorus.
Yes.
Granted, he's the one who wrote it.
Yes.
But your voice was such... It was momentous that we want to see you.
Yes.
People almost thinking it's your song.
Yes. Yeah, so many people think, I mean, to date, there are people who think I wrote these songs. But, I mean, the author was Kunguru. Yeah, so now when they go to perform, they do a bad show. And that is how I slowly start getting calls. And that is how promoters start looking for me. Yeah, because they want me, because they realize who's Lenny mwenye anakujanga kuperform these songs. Kunguru anachukua tu some vinyangarika huko and then they start performing and they do a bad job.
That is so important to say because at this time,
yes,
people could fake that they are you.
Yeah. Those days guys would go with the CD. Inaeko kwa those players.
Yes.
And you just perform like that. Because guys never used to use, let's say, bands.
Yes.
Or never used to do live band. So a guy would just mime.
Right.
Yeah. But now the problem, you're miming and you're high and and then you do a bad show. So they realized Kunguru anakuja na wase wengine, hakuji na mimi. So slowly by slowly guys started looking for me, promoters. So I even had to get a line. I had to get a phone. And those days mazee, owning a phone was not a joke. Yeah, but I had to get one. So I started getting calls. Mi ndio sana naitwa. Niaje nataka mkam perform na Kunguru, ile song yenyu, African Woman, Baby Don't Go, nini. And then you do Githurai, nini, like that. And we started performing.
Bro, all your performances were collabos.
Hey, I'm telling you. And that was so depressing.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It was very depressing because I didn't have a song of my own.
Even though they are hits.
They are hits. But I still didn't have a song of my own.
Wow.
So all this time I'm so depressed because I want to be out there and I want to perform. I still have this hunger in me. And it's really, it's messing with my head. I want to have a song of my own. So one day I sat down and I'm like, no, I feel like I'm depressed. I told Lucas Maze, I went home and I sat down and I used to listen to the same thing we used to do with Kiama. I used to get these tracks, instrumentals, and I go home and I listen to them and I start getting ideas. So one day as I'm listening to this instrumental, I get an idea. I need some cash money.
Nimesota.
Can you feel me? Mi nataka pesa.
Ulikuwa umesota?
Nilikuwa nimesota mbaya.